Hi everyone, welcome to my channel ICT Active Learners. Today I am here to solve Cambridge IGCSE ICT 2024 February-March Paper 3 Spreadsheet task. In this task they say that you are going to create a spreadsheet to calculate the cost of Serengeti balloon safaris of collecting guests from their lodge or camp and taking them to the place where the balloon will launch. The company uses a number of fixed launch sites. The site will change each day depending on wind direction. All currency value must be in Tanzanian shillings with 2 decimal places and a symbol of TZS. For example, it will look like this. So we need to open and examine the file called M24 distance. So we have the file M24 distance. So this file consists of some kind of data. As I can see here, it has the camp code, name, and some numerical values, some calculations, and then this file will be used from step 12 till and 13. It will only use for 2 steps, so do not make any changes to this file. So now we need to open and examine the file M24 calculations. So this file look like this. Now the next step is to save this file M24 calc as a spreadsheet with calculate underscore your center number and candidate number. So I'm just going to save this file, save as, and I'm gonna call it calculate underscore center number underscore candidate number, and it should be saved as a spreadsheet Excel workbook. Saved. Now next stage is to format the spreadsheet so it will look like this. So as they said, merge cell A1 to C1. A1 to C1 is merged. Then have 18-point black font. 18-point black font on a light blue background. Light blue background. And then after they mention here that enter your name, center number and candidate number, right align in the header. Insert header and footer. In the header, your name, your center number and your candidate number. That's it. Now let's go to the normal view, and they did mention here, place a formula in cell B6 to look up the name of the lodge and or camp using the camp code and the external file M24 distance.csv for the array. So in cell B6 here we need to get the camp code. By looking at the camp code we will easily get these values. Now let me go to the other file. This is the one, and here I can see the camp code and the name is here. They are in columns, so I'm gonna use here the VLOOKUP function equal to VLOOKUP, lookup value. So it will look at the camp code, then comma, table array. We need to go to our file here, and starting from A4 till the end, which is B27, and then after our data is written in column 2, so 2 and 0 as a false value, and then you will get the name of the camp here. That's it. Now in the next step they mention here, place a formula in cell B7 to look up the distance in miles from the lodge or camp using the launch site and the external file for this one. So we need to look at the launch site code, and then after we need to get the distance. So if you can see here in this table, there is the launch site and then this is the value. So the data is arranged in the horizontal order. That's why we will use HLOOKUP. So equal to HLOOKUP, I will look at the launch site, which is cell B3, comma, the data available in the distance file. So starting from A4 till B27, like the previous one, the selected, then after comma. So we look at the values starting from B4. So B4 and then plus 2, so that it can just keep on moving accordingly, and then comma, the false value 0, and press enter. So we will get the values over here. If for example there is some issue with not getting the value, so we have to rectify it by clicking it, and let us check that where we are lacking with the issue. So we just need to check this one, starting from not D4, actually started from D2. So if I just change this one to D2 and then press enter, so I will get the value. Why? Because here we are starting the value by looking from this point and onward, and then there is B4 plus 2. So when you look at the B4 horizontal and plus 2 means we are jumping here to this column by looking at the camp name. So we get these ones, the result, and then after what we need to do is we need to place a formula in cell B8 to calculate the time in minutes taken for the journey from the lodge or site to the launch site, where the vehicle travels at 20 miles per hour, and the formula we can see distance multiplied by time, I mean 60 minutes, and divide by speed. So we just need to find out in cell B8 these details. So we just simply say equal to the value available here in the B7 should be multiplied with 60, and then we divide it by 20. So this is the distance in miles. And then moving to the next step, it says place a formula in cell B10 to calculate the cost of this journey. So cost will be driving time round to the nearest hour. First of all, you need to round the time to the nearest hour. So we will just simply say here in cell B10 equal to round, then round what? The driving time divide by 60 and then 0. So this is what we rounded off to 1 hour or rounded off to an hour. Now what we need to do is this one should be multiplied with 2,200 shillings. So this must be multiplied with 2200 and then plus the distance in mile. So plus the distance in miles, this one, and then the next step is to multiply with 800 shillings. So multiply with 800 shillings and then you will get the total cost of the journey here. So next step is to apply appropriate formatting to cell B10. So as they mentioned earlier, it should be Tanzanian shillings. So just click here and then here we have an option with the 2 decimal places, or right click, format cell, 2 decimal places, and then you need to select from here currency and Tanzanian shillings you have to look for. So we will just look for this value in the list so that we can apply the proper formatting to it. So sometimes it's very difficult to find out a specific currency because Excel currency list is not according to alphabetical order. You just need to scroll through all the Excel sheet and then you will reach to the solution that you want. So right now, as you can see, we are just struggling with it and looking for the specific currency in the list. So once you get that list or that specific currency, just need to click on it and then you apply to the specific cell. So we are still looking for Tanzanian shillings. Now it's in alphabetical order, starting from T, Q, R, S, and now it's T. We'll start with T, yes. So this is Tanzanian shillings. As they mentioned, TZS. It is done. Click on OK. So now it look like this as they mentioned. And then after, the next step is to, we need to print the spreadsheet showing the formula. It should be in landscape orientation. So you just click on formula, then formula sheet and landscape orientation. So file, print, the orientation must be landscape, not portrait. See, some of the data is still not visible. So what you need to do is go back and then just click here so that your data is completely visible, and double click here. So it is adjusted now, and then print. You will get all the details here, and then they ask you to have run heading columns should be displayed. So page setup, header and footer, and then we have sheet to click on row and column heading. So this is how it will look like. And then after, the contents are fully visible. Yes, it is. And then for the second step, it says that it should show the values now. So in this case, go back, formula, click on formula sheet, again just click here, and now file, print. It should show the values as it is, and then it does mention here print outfit on a single page, portrait or landscape does not matter, and all the contents are fully visible. If they ask you to change the row and column heading should not be displayed, then go back to the page setup, sheet, and then just click here to uncheck this box, Now it will look like this. So that's all from the spreadsheet part of this question paper. Hope you have learned and understand how to use the HLOOKUP and VLOOKUP function, applying appropriate formatting and stuff. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe the channel for more videos and updates.